A little more. You gotta go faster. So just stay on that, drive all the way down off the edge of the ledge. And then follow back in behind me. Except this time we're going to set back up. I'll pull off to the side, you'll pull into those green cones again.
Got to be at least 15 to activate it. 20 miles an hour is usually where we'll kind of start it.
And
plenty of runoff space on the side if it does spin you.
So I need to try to go around the thing.
When they pop up, yeah, they'll be like, so if you lost control on the highway, you're trying to regain control and then use those barricades that pop up as like stops traffic, so you can weave in and out between them. And because it's epoxy and slick and wet, you can play with the gas a little bit after you regain control, and it'll just spec the car out a little bit. Just what happens if you get on the gas too early coming out of a corner again. If the car's not straight and you get on the gas, you're still coming around, the weight's loaded on that back, so if you get it, those tires want to break loose, you're going to break the car loose on purpose. Trying to get speed on the track, that's the opposite of what you want to do. You want to keep all the track as possible. This is more of like an emergency situation. So go ahead, window up, 20 miles an hour this time. I'm going to pull off by that light. I'll park there and talk to you on the return road.
Full brakes. So pull around to your right. Keep going around to your right.
I don't know.
There you go. Just make sure you drive back onto the red epoxy area before you get to the end, because that's how it resets the system. So you can drive back into it, and then go all the way down to the end.
So you went 24 on that one, which is actually a really big jump in speed because this is simulating a higher highway speed. The difference between 20 and 24 is more like hitting 50 to 60, 65. So it's a really big jump to try to get right off the bat. You also tapped the brakes before you got out on the main thing. I think that would help maybe like cheat a little traction or something. But because that's already starting to kick, if you tap the brakes when you're on that kick plate, it's measured your speed just before that, and that could cause the tire to catch and get a strike on those yellow steel plates. If we get a tire strike, then like fun's done. We have to take time, switch cars, come back out, and I don't want you to have to lose any of the time like that. Try to get it coasting through. So if you go a little over 20, just come off the gas and let it coast. Don't tap the brakes. Get a good catch about.
So once it get on, I ain't got to really. The speed don't matter no more once I get on.
Once you get on there, you'll just be letting it coast until you regain traction. Then you can get back on the pedals. Because when the wheels are straight line and rolling, that's when you have the most possible traction. So you want to let it catch first, then you can get back into it. So you got to set back up.
And hold right there. Alright, try to get 20 miles an hour on the nose this time. You're clear to go.
Get a little tap of the brakes again?
No, I might have like oversteered the wrong way.
It looked like that first initial movement, you had a hesitation on it, and then the wheel kind of stopped, so it may have just been getting that sideways motion. But do a bigger movement. So you can have your hands down a little bit lower, and if you need to go hand over hand, you can. But starting lower is going to give you a bigger wheel movement right off the bat, as opposed to starting higher up. Because if you lose your range of motion, then you're losing as much wheel as you can turn. So a little secret to that is, if you're here and you feel your left side start to step out, that's almost telling you how to turn the wheel. So if it steps out to the left and you feel that left movement, follow those hands through with that movement. So it goes to the left, turn to the left. You feel the right side dip, turn to the right. And that's going to be an additional thing, as well as keeping that eyesight up and forward. So you should be looking at the Porsche banner down at the end, and instinctually the car and hands are going to follow where your eyes are looking. All those little key pieces together will help you get a little bit faster catch on that. And then we start bumping the speed up.
So right in the front of the screaming for those?
Huh?
I'm going to go in front of you. And you can follow, after another good catch, once I'm out of the way, which I'll tell you, we're going to go to the circle. So this time,
On that one, because everyone else kind of stayed back. But next time, wait until I tell you to go on those things, because other cars could be moving around and stuff like that. So I was waiting until I was get on this side so I could actually watch you go.
Oh, I thought you were saying follow you.
But that's all right. I wanted you to follow me after that. I wasn't clear enough on that, so no worries. Big circle here. It's going to be some of that, but in a continuous direction. You're going to be the only one out here. It's really consistent on when you'll start to lose traction. I just want to, first time through, want to show you what losing the front end is, oversteer, just by building up a little bit of speed. So you'll stay on the inside of the sprinklers, build a little speed, and when I tell you to cut the wheel, if you're going around to the left, cut the wheel hard the direction you're going, and you'll feel that front end just push. It'll just lose traction and push on you. When it does, come off the gas, straighten the wheel out until that traction comes back, then get back into your turn. So you'll be the only one out there. If you do spin out, you can go either way. So go ahead and pull on up between the cones.
You're good to go. And just stay on the inside of the sprinklers. Stay out of that very center asphalt area, but right on that polished concrete. There's like 2 lanes of it. You're right on it right now, so that's good. Start building up speed. A little more, a little more, a little more. A little more, and as you come around here, cut that real sharp left. Sharp, sharp, sharp. There, perfect. That's what understeer is. You feel that vibration in the front, that traction breaks out on you, so you either have to bring the wheel back to straight and then get on the brakes, or let the gas ease off so it gains traction, regains control, and you can continue your cruise. So build it back up, more speed, more speed, more speed. This time I just want you to keep building speed gradually until it loses control. So keep going a little more. The car's going to help you. We'll start feeling to get a little light and a little pushy. A little more, a little more. Keep going until that back end get light. More gas, more, more, more. And then come off the gas, off the gas. So you got understeer into a little bit of lift off oversteer there where you lose traction in the front, but then because you come off the gas real quick, the back got light, and then the back steps out. That's perfect. Alright, this time come about halfway around, so you're almost in front of me again in the circle. Then bring it down to a stop right here. Then you're going to do have to call it oversteer. So the easiest way to set that is just mash the gas as hard as you can right now and have the back end spin out on you. There you go. Yep, and that was actually the right thing to do when you countered into it. That was perfect. Now if you do that where it's a little less aggressive on so much gas and come off the gas a little early, the car will start to straighten out. But if you want to extend it, then you get back in the gas. That's how you control the drift. So do that same thing again, get a little speed rolling, and then big mash of gas. So a little bit, there you go. And then off the gas, so it starts to kick out. So you got understeer, let it catch. And as you're cruising, big punch of gas right here. Drop the gas, off the gas. And there you go. There, catch it, catch it. That was almost right on. So, come halfway around, exit, and then line back up with these cones for me. So, go back around to there. Yep, out through there, and then back around this way. And bring it all the way back up to the cones.
Alright, so you go ahead and put it in Sport Plus. And now we're going to put it into PSM Sport. So press and hold that button for 1 second. Alright. Now that the computer's limiting you less, you're going to be able to step it out a little easier. You won't have to give it so much gas when you do. So if you have that little bit of a roll to it, mash the gas, it'll start to step out, come off. As it starts to straighten up, get back in the gas. Then you can start playing with countering into it, and then you can connect that through. It'll start being a drift all the way around.
So when so cut the wheel to the left to start, and then do I turn back to the right?
Yeah, so just how you were doing it, you're starting to go around, and you can do it from a dead stop. It's a little bit harder to catch, but you have to have the wheel slightly left at a dead stop. Mash the gas, and as soon as it starts rolling and stepping that back end out, it's a feel. As soon as that steps out, then you counter into it, and then you can ease the gas and give it small modulation, little pops of gas here and there to keep it balanced in between stepping out and gaining traction, stepping out, gaining traction. The computer's going to limit it a little bit right now, so when you do it once or twice, maybe 3 times like that, then we'll turn it all the way off, and then you're like dog off the leash, got all the control of the car.